Every year, over 200,000 workers are injured badly enough to miss work because of a slip, trip, or fall. In manufacturing, it's one of the top 3 causes of injury. Today, you're going to learn exactly how to make sure you're never one of them. Maybe you've seen a near miss, a wet floor, a stray cable, a cluttered walkway. This video isn't about scaring you. It's about giving you the exact skills and knowledge to spot hazards before they become accidents and stay fully compliant with OSHA standards. In the next 10 minutes, you'll learn the 3 biggest hazard categories, how to inspect your workspace like a pro, the exact OSHA regulations that apply to you, and simple habits that cut your risk by more than half. Let's get started. Quick question before we dive in. In your own work area right now, can you think of one spot where a slip, trip, or fall could happen? Pause the video and picture it. Got it? Hold on to that image. Keep it in the back of your mind. We're going to come back to it at the very end of this training. Slips, trips, and falls account for roughly 15% of all accidental workplace deaths, according to OSHA. In manufacturing specifically, wet processing areas, uneven flooring, and cluttered walkways are the top 3 contributing factors. It's not just about injury. A single fall incident can cost a company over $40,000 in medical bills, lost productivity, and workers' comp claims. But the real cost is personal: a broken wrist, a bad back, time away from your family. The good news? Nearly all of these incidents are preventable. This isn't about luck, it's about awareness, housekeeping, and following a few key rules every single shift. Here's a question for you: true or false? Most slip and fall injuries happen because of complex, hard-to-fix hazards. Think about it before we reveal the answer. The answer is false. Most slip and fall injuries happen because of small, simple things: a coiled extension cord, a few drops of oil, a stray box. We'll show you exactly what to look for next. Let's start with slips. A slip happens when there's too little traction between your foot and the floor. In manufacturing, this usually comes from liquids, oils, grease, or even dust and fine powders on smooth flooring. Common slip zones include entryways during rain or snow, areas near machines that use coolant or lubricant, break rooms with spilled drinks, and loading docks exposed to weather. OSHA requires that walking surfaces be kept clean, dry, and free of hazardous conditions under Standard 1910.22. That means spills need to be cleaned immediately, not later, not when I get a chance, immediately. Here's a pro tip. If you spill something and can't clean it right away, don't just walk away. Grab a cone, a sign, or even a piece of equipment to block the area, and report it to your supervisor immediately. Proper footwear matters too. Slip-resistant soles rated for your specific work environment can reduce slip risk significantly. Check your company's PPE policy for approved footwear. Let's talk about mats and drainage. Anti-slip mats near wash stations, entryways, and wet processes aren't optional extras. They're a critical engineering control required in many facilities to reduce slip incidents. Quick scenario. You notice a small puddle near a machine, but you're in a rush to get to your station. What's the correct move? A. Walk around it and keep going. B. Ignore it. Someone else will handle it. Or C. Block it, report it, and clean it if you safely can. Pause and think it through. The answer is C, every single time. Walking around it leaves the hazard for the next person, and assuming someone else will handle it is exactly how incidents happen. Next up, trips. A trip happens when your foot hits an object or an uneven surface before your brain expects it. In manufacturing, the usual suspects are cables, hoses, tools, pallets, and uneven flooring transitions. OSHA Standard 1910.22 also covers this. Aisles and walkways must be kept clear, and any obstruction has to be marked or removed. That extension cord running across the floor? It should be routed overhead or taped down, not left loose. Housekeeping is your best defense here. Tools returned to their designated spots, pallets stacked properly, walkways kept clear of boxes and debris. This single habit prevents more trips than almost anything else. Flooring transitions matter too. A raised threshold, a broken tile, or a floor grate with a gap can all cause trips. These need to be reported and repaired, not just stepped over carefully day after day. Lighting plays a huge role in trip prevention. OSHA requires adequate illumination in all walking working areas. If you can't clearly see the floor in front of you, that's a hazard on its own. Report poor lighting immediately. And don't forget the simple stuff: open drawers, cabinet doors, and low equipment left in walkways. These are easy to overlook, but incredibly common causes of trips in busy manufacturing environments. Let's test your eye for hazards. Look at this image. How many trip hazards can you spot? Pause the video and take your time. Did you find all three? The loose cable, the open drawer, and the pallet sticking into the aisle. If you spotted them all, you're already thinking like a safety pro. Now let's talk about falls, and there are two types you need to know. Falls on the same level, which are essentially the result of slips and trips we just covered, and falls from height, which involve ladders, platforms, or elevated equipment. Falls from height are far less common, but far more severe. OSHA standard requires fall protection whenever a worker is exposed to a fall of 4 feet or more in general industry settings, including manufacturing. That protection can come in different forms: guardrails around elevated platforms, safety harnesses with proper anchor points, or covers over floor holes and openings. The specific requirement depends on your task and your facility's hazard assessment. Ladders deserve special attention. Always maintain 3 points of contact. Never carry tools in your hands while climbing. Inspect the ladder before each use, and never exceed the weight rating or stand on the top rung. Before you climb any ladder, do a 30-second inspection. Check for cracked rails, loose rungs, worn feet, and make sure it's rated for your weight plus your tools. If something looks off, tag it out and grab another one. Elevated work platforms and scissor lifts have their own rules too: proper training certification, harness use where required, and never exceeding the platform's rated load. If you haven't been trained on a specific piece of equipment, don't use it. And here's something people forget. Falls from height often happen not from the work itself, but from the setup: an unstable ladder base, an unsecured platform, or rushing the process because you're in a hurry. Quick scenario: you need to grab something from a shelf 8 feet up, and there's no ladder nearby, but there's a sturdy-looking chair. Do you use the chair? Think it through before we answer. The answer is no. Never use the chair. Always use OSHA-approved equipment rated for the task, even if it takes an extra 5 minutes to go find it. Now that you know the hazards, let's build a habit that catches them before they cause harm. The best approach is a simple daily walkthrough. Take 60 seconds at the start of your shift to scan your work area. Look down first: floor condition, spills, cables, clutter. Then look up: lighting, overhead hazards, anything that could fall. Then look around: walkway clearance, signage, and equipment placement. If you spot a hazard you can fix immediately and safely, like picking up a dropped tool, do it. If it needs more than that, report it through your facility's hazard reporting system right away. Don't assume someone else already noticed. Many facilities also use color-coded floor marking systems: yellow for caution areas, red for hazard zones, and clear striping for walkways. Learning your facility's specific system helps you navigate safely without even thinking about it. Here's one for you. What color floor marking usually indicates an active hazard zone that requires extra caution or restricted access? If you said red, you're right. Yellow typically means caution, and red means stop and assess before proceeding. Let's make sure you understand the regulatory backbone here. OSHA's Walking Working Surfaces Standard, 1910 Subpart D, covers everything we've discussed: floor conditions, guardrails, ladders, and fall protection systems. This standard was updated in 2017 to modernize requirements, including allowing personal fall arrest systems as an option alongside traditional guardrails, giving facilities more flexibility while maintaining safety standards. Employers are required to keep records of workplace injuries, and repeated slip, trip, or fall incidents in the same area can trigger an OSHA inspection. This is why reporting near misses, not just injuries, matters so much. Training documentation matters too. Completing trainings like this one and having it recorded protects both you and your employer and demonstrates a good faith commitment to safety compliance. Last compliance check. Should you report a near miss even if nobody got hurt? Think about it for a second. Absolutely, yes. Near misses are warnings. Ignoring them is how small problems become serious accidents. Let's bring it all together. Slips come from surface conditions. Keep floors clean and dry. Trips come from obstacles. Keep walkways clear. Falls from height need proper protection: guardrails, harnesses, and trained ladder use. Remember that spot you thought of at the very beginning of this video? Go take a look at it today. Report it, fix it, or mark it. That one action could prevent the next incident in your facility. Safety isn't a one-time training, it's a daily habit. 60-second scans, immediate spill cleanup, proper footwear, and speaking up when something's wrong. These small actions add up to a workplace where everyone goes home safe.